Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be discussing passive incomes. First, I'm going to discuss my current state with money and why it's important to have a passive income. Two, I'm going to discuss different types of passive incomes. And three, I'm going to provide recommendations for y'all. Let's get to it. I am a college student. I'm also working, so I'm not financially free yet. However, I am dabbling in passive incomes. Passive income is basically when you can make money without actively doing labor. So, like this YouTube, for example. If you were to post on YouTube and get views while you're sleeping or while you're doing something else and earning money from those views, that would be a form of passive income. So let's dive right into it. Ready? One form of passive income is YouTube. You could also be selling digital products, like maybe you have a PDF on how to study for the SAT and you sell that, for example, like on Shopify. That would be a form of passive income. If not, you could also be investing, or you could do both, You could do one, the other, or both. The more the merrier. What I'm currently doing as a form of passive income is investing. The one fund I would definitely recommend is VTSAX. That is what I'm currently investing in. Is the Vanguard Total Stock Index Fund. And it has a low interest rate and currently there is profit. I definitely recommend looking into investing. And if you decide not to choose VTSAX, although I highly recommend it, and many financially free people have invested in that fund, you could just also invest in any index fund. Essentially, an index fund is when you just like dribble a bit. It's essentially when you invest and buy parts of different businesses. But in an index fund, you're investing in multiple at once, which is very good because your investments are less likely to, depreciate in value because you have a diverse range that you're investing in all at once. So I highly recommend it. And that's currently the only thing that I'm doing besides, YouTube, I'm doing it right now, but I'm not getting any profit or anything. I'm just on here. But if you're really good at YouTube, you can gain profit as well. I'm sorry, I was scared for a second. I didn't need to. But yeah, I highly recommend you invest. Find a little side hustle that is passive. You could do YouTube, TikTok, whatever you like. As long as it's passive, it's gonna be good for you. The reason I think passive incomes are so helpful is because it's like the one way you accumulate wealth. I don't think you can accumulate wealth in any other sense long term without having a form of passive income. Prove me wrong if you think otherwise, but if you think of very wealthy people, what are they doing? They usually are making money without doing much work. So definitely, if you want to be financially free, you should definitely find passive incomes like investing or other outlets. As well, the reason why I think it's important, I kind of am switching between, my first topic and this one, the types of passive incomes. But another reason I think is very important, many of us are not retiring until we're old. Please don't be offended by this, but like 67, 77, like that is old. You're already most of your years are gone. So I really, personally, am interested in passive incomes because I want to retire as early as I can. I want to be independent as early as I can financially. That way I can enjoy life, and be able to enjoy that little time that we have on earth, because we're all gonna start to get morbid here, but we're all gonna die one day, and it's I know cover your ears, but it's very morbid, but yeah, we're all gonna die one day, and it's very unfortunate that most of us are just working all of our lives just to have only a few years to truly enjoy it. So I think it's very important to find ways that you can make income passively so you could have that freedom to take time off whenever you like to, go travel the world while you're young, but also, being smart and having those forms of income. I think it's very important. So I'm currently still learning about it. I mean, as I stated before, I'm a college student. I'm not 100%, I don't know everything, but I'm currently learning it. And I think the best way to learn something is to share what you learned, because, that's the way you understand it better. So if you guys have any advice, leave it down in the comments below. I would love to read it because there's a lot to learn. There's always something to learn. There's always new ways to make money, and invest in yourself and in your future. Last but not least, I have some recommendations for you guys. These are all recommendations that I pretty much gained from other people. And I ended up kind of looking into it, and they've inspired me to do more research and to actually pursue forms of passive income. My first recommendation, I have a little note. I'm going to give you 3 things that you guys could listen to. First is a podcast. It's called noww. They have a lot of information, but you could just, listen to it on the side while you're maybe folding your laundry or whatever you're doing, and you could gain little tips and tricks. Another account that I recommend, they're on YouTube, is called Our Rich Journey, and they also give you tips and tricks, and they give you specifics on what you could be investing in. They could give you advice on whether you should invest in index funds or ETFs. Really helpful. You should definitely look into it. Another person that has inspired me is Energy. They're on YouTube as well, and they discuss a lot about passive incomes, and they give you a lot of ideas on which route you could be taking and the easy ways you could be making more money. Next are 2 people that you could read. They have their own website, and they have a lot of articles on investments. So the first one is Mr. Money Mustache. I love his articles. They're just like relatable, and it seems genuine. Along with J.L. Collins. He seems very genuine as well, and I think they provide good advice. J.L. Collins actually was the inspiration for my own investments in VTSAX, so I highly recommend you read his articles. And yeah, that's all I have for now. Hopefully I learned some more and can share some more information with you guys. But in the meantime, go out there, make passive incomes, do what you have to do so you could be financially free. Say peace out, Emmy. Peace out. Peace out.